What if your date of birth is not just a coincidence, but a spiritual choice with a deep purpose? What would happen if the moment you came into the world was directly related to a greater mission, which is just now beginning to be revealed? Baba Vanga, one of the most mysterious and enigmatic prophets in history, left behind a hidden prophecy, intended exclusively for a specific group of people, those who were born between 1950 and 1995. This revelation speaks of souls with a singular purpose, individuals who are not here by chance, but because they are part of a grand plan. For decades, these souls have been gradually awakening, feeling out of place, feeling different, looking for answers to questions that most do not even consider. But now, in 2025, everything is about to change. The waiting time is over, the signals are more intense than ever, and this prophecy can finally be revealed. If throughout your life you have always felt that you were different, that you had a unique energy, or that you never fully fit into the traditional standards of society, then it is time to pay attention. In the next few moments, you will discover the 7 prophecies left by Baba Vanga. These prophecies speak of a collective awakening, the activation of special gifts, and a great transition that is already underway. But before revealing them, it is essential to understand how this prophecy was discovered and why it remained secret for so long. If he was born between 1950 and 1995, there is something he needs to know, something that could completely transform the way he sees his existence. The truth finally comes to light. The hidden prophecy throughout history, numerous predictions of Baba Vanga have come true. From great tragedies to amazing technological advances, his visions always seem to transcend time and even challenge the most skeptical. However, among all his prophecies, there is one that has remained hidden for decades. Unlike his predictions about global events, this message was not intended for all of humanity. It was addressed to a select group of people born between 1950 and 1995. But why was this information kept secret? What makes this generation so special? Records indicate that Baba Vanga shared this prophecy in one of his last visions. In his words, these words have been documented but have never been widely circulated. The reason behind the secret is intriguing. It is believed that those who had the task of protecting this revelation knew that the awakening of these souls could not be forced. Each individual of this generation needed to follow their own path, face challenges, and seek answers on their own, until the right time came. And that time has come. The great alignment of 2025, the signs that a great transformation is taking place are increasingly evident. 2025 will not be an ordinary year. Something is moving behind the scenes in the world, something that those with greater spiritual sensitivity can already feel. People from all over the planet report profound internal changes, vivid and premonitory dreams, an inexplicable connection with the past, a growing need to achieve something greater. If you have been experiencing these sensations, know that you are not alone. All this is part of a bigger plan. You belong to a group of souls who carry a special mission, and now the time has come to understand what that really means. The first prophecy, the Great Awakening. Baba Vanga left 7 sacred prophecies that reveal the fate of this generation. The first of them speaks of a collective awakening, a process that has been underway in recent years. Something extraordinary has been happening in the 4 corners of the world. An increasing number of people have begun to notice inexplicable internal changes, intense and prophetic dreams, daily synchronicities, a deep feeling of displacement, and an endless search for answers. This perception that something great is about to happen is not a mere coincidence. According to the prophecy, those born between 1950 and 1995 have a special DNA that contained hidden codes that remained inactive, waiting for the right time to activate. And that moment is now. This awakening is not only spiritual, it is also physical. Many people report symptoms such as intense fatigue, altered sleep patterns, a greater sensitivity to the energies that surround them, and even latent abilities that begin to manifest. If you feel like you're waking up to something bigger, you're already part of this transition. But this is just the beginning. The second prophecy, the planetary mission. This collective awakening has a purpose: to prepare this generation for their true mission. Baba Vanga made it clear that those born between 1950 and 1995 are not only observers of global change, they are active agents of this transformation. Many already feel this inner call, this inexplicable certainty that they need to do something big, that they have a responsibility that they still cannot fully define. This happens because this generation was prepared to act as guides and protectors during the transition of humanity. The world is going through turbulent times, and these souls have a divine purpose to help humanity go through this moment of intense change. But for this mission to be fulfilled, it is necessary for a crucial element to happen: the awakening of dormant gifts. The third prophecy, the return of spiritual gifts. Baba Vanga predicted that as the energy of the planet changed, those who carried this special purpose would begin to manifest unusual abilities. And this is already happening. Many people have noticed an increase in intuition, a greater ability to feel the emotions of others, prophetic dreams, and even foresight about future events before they happen. These gifts, once considered rare, will begin to become increasingly common among those who are part of this generation. The prophecy mentions that these abilities are inherited from past lives and are being reactivated now. Clairvoyance, telepathy, energy healing, and a deep connection with other dimensions are just some of the latent abilities that are emerging. But this activation is not a mere coincidence. These gifts are essential tools to face one of the most critical moments in the history of humanity, the great transition that is already underway. Baba Vanga predicted that the 21st century would bring an unprecedented transformation. It is not just about technological advances or political changes. It is something much deeper. We are talking about a true evolution in collective consciousness. The signs of this change are everywhere: unexpected global events, extreme climatic changes, the collapse of ancient systems, and a growing search for spirituality. None of this is a coincidence. Something much bigger is happening, and you are part of it. According to the prophecy, everything that is happening is part of an inevitable process that prepares the planet for a new era. However, this transition will not be easy. Many will feel fear, resistance, and confusion at the changes that are coming. It is precisely in this scenario that the awake will play a fundamental role, serving as guides for those who are still lost and helping to build new paths that replace the old system. For this transformation to take place fully, it will be necessary to rescue the forgotten wisdom for centuries. The following prophecy speaks of the key to this change: the return of ancestral knowledge. The history of humanity has already gone through similar cycles. Ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Atlantis, and Lemuria maintained a high level of spiritual and energetic knowledge, but over time this knowledge was lost or hidden. Baba Vanga predicted that during this great transition this knowledge would return to collective consciousness. And, in fact, many have already begun to experience flashes of ancient memories, an inexplicable attraction for sacred symbols, mystical texts, and past spiritual practices of civilizations. These signs are not mere coincidences. They indicate that humanity is reactivating its connection with this hidden knowledge. The prophecy mentions access to the Akashic records, the cosmic library where all the history of the universe and humanity is stored. Those who spiritually awaken will have the ability to access this information, helping humanity to reconnect with its true essence and mission. But this awakening will not be a lonely journey. The following prophecy reveals something even deeper: the formation of spiritual groups that will play an essential role in the construction of this new reality. According to Baba Vanga's visions, during this transition, the souls that once were connected in past lives will begin to meet again. Many already feel that this happens: unexpected connections, encounters that seem predestined, an intense feeling of recognition when meeting certain people. These links are not accidental. These are scheduled meetings for a long time so that these groups can work together again. These spiritual communities will have the mission of rescuing and sharing ancestral wisdom, creating networks of support that will sustain the energy necessary for future events. The separation that has existed for eons is coming to an end, and humanity is moving towards a period of unity and collaboration. However, there's one last crucial step left. The final prophecy reveals the great purpose behind all these changes: the construction of a new world. Each challenge, transformation, and activation mentioned above converges towards a single destination. Baba Vanga predicted that, after this intense period of transition, humanity would enter a new era where collective consciousness would rise to a level never seen before. The Awakened will not only guide this process, but will be the pillars of this new cycle. They will assume roles of spiritual leadership as mentors, healers, and teachers, helping those who have not yet understood the depth of this transformation. With this elevation of consciousness, new forms of social organization will emerge. The connection with higher dimensions and spiritual realities will become natural. The world we know today will cease to exist, leaving room for a more aligned reality with the principles of spiritual awakening. But how do we know if this process has already begun? The signs of this great transition are already visible to those who are paying attention. According to Baba Vanga's predictions, those who are part of this awakening will begin to notice significant changes in their lives. These signs are not mere coincidences, but divine confirmations that you are on the right path. Some of these manifestations include changes in sleep pattern. Many people have reported difficulties sleeping or waking up suddenly between 3 and 5 in the morning, a time known as the spiritual hour. Vivid and symbolic dreams, dreams that bring profound teachings, enigmatic symbols, or encounters with spiritual beings, leaving a strong impression when waking up. Higher sensitivity, perception becomes sharper, capturing emotions and energies in an intense way, indicating an expansion of the spiritual connection. Synchronicities and numerical patterns, the constant presence of numbers such as 11 and 11, 10 and 22, 333 and 767 are signs of the universe that indicate that you are aligned with the frequency of the transition. Changes in personal connections, certain relationships begin to lose meaning while new connections arise spontaneously and significantly. This happens because your energy is adjusting to your true purpose. Acute intuition, ideas and hearts arise suddenly, which makes decisions clearer and more precise. If you have already noticed some of these signs, it is essential to learn to face them and prepare for the next steps. The spiritual transition can be intense, and without adequate preparation, many may feel lost or overwhelmed. Baba Vanga warned that those who are part of this call need to strengthen their energy and protect their spiritual connection to fulfill their mission. Some fundamental practices include personal development, meditation, inner silence, and self-reflection are essential to maintain mental and emotional clarity. Energy protection with vibratory elevation increases sensitivity to negative energies. Practices such as herbal baths, the use of crystals such as black tourmaline and amethyst, and visualizations with light shields can help maintain protection. Connection with nature, daily contact with nature helps in energy renewal and maintaining spiritual balance. Breathing exercises, breathing techniques help to harmonize body and mind, facilitating the adaptation to new energy frequencies. In addition, to avoid energy overload, it is essential to sleep in clean and energetically balanced environments. Avoid excessive exposure to negative media and information. Create moments of introspection and silence throughout the day. Following these practices will not only facilitate your transition, but will also strengthen your connection to the greater purpose of this new era. Now that you understand how to prepare for this transformation, there is an essential question: what are the next steps? What must be done now to align your life with this mission and accelerate the transition process? In the next chapter, we will explore the immediate actions that everyone can take to strengthen their journey and actively contribute to the construction of this new world. Now that you understand your mission and the challenges that accompany this awakening, the fundamental question arises: what will be your next step? Baba Vanga predicted that this generation would need to act quickly to align their lives with the greater purpose they carry. The time of uncertainty has ended, and the time has come to take control of your destiny. These are the first steps to strengthen your spiritual connection and accelerate its development. Recognize your role in this transition. The first step is to accept, without hesitation or hesitation, that you are part of this great change. Leave behind the uncertainty and embrace your identity as an agent transforming a new era. Find your spiritual tribe. Awakening should not be lonely. Those who share this call must unite, exchange experiences, and build a network of support. Connecting with people who follow the same path will strengthen their journey and expand their understanding. Develop your gifts and skills. If you already notice signs of spiritual gifts, do not ignore them. Now is the time to practice and expand them. Meditation, visualization, and awareness techniques are powerful tools to awaken your true potential and align yourself with your mission. Elevate your vibration and preserve your energy. Stay away from environments and people that exhaust your energy and mine your essence. Connect with what nourishes your soul: art, music, reading, nature. Everything that elevates your vibration strengthens your connection with the universe and your purpose. Manifest your purpose in the world. Ask yourself, how can I contribute to this great change? Each individual has a unique and irreplaceable role. Discovering your way of acting is essential for this transition to occur fully. The next few years will be intense, and those who are prepared will have a fundamental mission in the construction of this new reality. Now that you know who you are, why you are here, and what you must do, there is only one last step to understand the true essence of spiritual awakening and the destiny of humanity. In the next chapter, we will explore the great responsibility that this generation carries and the last call for this journey of transformation. The prophecy of Baba Vanga has been revealed. And now what? Now you know that your existence is not a coincidence. If you were born between 1950 and 1995, you are part of a generation that has a great purpose. A call that wakes up, little by little, in each of us. The changes we see in the world are not only external. The true transformation occurs within each individual who accepts his mission and aligns himself with the new reality that emerges. But this journey is not lonely. The prophecy made it clear that this generation needs to unite, share knowledge, and build, together, a new world. The time of separation is over. Now is the time to act. And the choice is in your hands. Will you ignore the signs or accept your call? The decision we make today will define the future we build. The awakening has already begun, and the chosen ones begin to recognize themselves. If this message resonates in you, do not ignore this signal. The world needs you now more than ever. And that's just the beginning. New revelations will soon arrive. What has been said so far is just a fraction of what is to come. If you want to continue this journey and understand even more your true role in this great process of transformation, get ready. The next messages will bring new keys to your awakening. The great transition is already underway. If this message made sense to you, like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next revelations. Your participation is essential for this message to reach as many people as possible.